Are you a talented footballer with the potential to go all of the way, but you've never been spotted or had a trial? Well, all you need to do is check out a brand new innovative business that I've started with my partners called Scout Size. It gives you a chance to get spotted by our network of scouts to try and get you a trial at a professional club. Scout Size places you in front of a professional scout who will assess your talent. You simply need to visit our website right now and upload your clips as directed. Our scouts will then view them and give you a full assessment. If you meet a certain criteria, your details will be sent to scouts at professional football clubs for them to come and see you play. It's as simple as that. So visit scoutsize.com right now and send in your clips, and a scout could be coming to watch you play at your next game.
Welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. A little bit of a quiet day yesterday because there were no Euros on, so no Euros games. So made for a bit of a quiet evening out there. But listen, we are now only a month away from Arsenal's first pre-season game over there in the United States of America, where they're going to be taking on Manchester United in LA, the 28th of July. So 1 month away from that game. Are Arsenal going to do what they've done over the last two seasons, which is get players in early so that they can have a full pre-season? We know that there's 4 pre-season games up until the first game of the season against Wolves at home. So who are they going to get in? Looking at some of the rumours that are flying around today, we've spoken about this guy a couple of times in recent days, Johan Bakayoko of PSV, also playing over there in the Euros at Belgium. For Belgium, should I say, hasn't really had a lot of game time, but we've seen him playing for PSV, a very, very impressive right winger, quick, direct, and would act as perfect backup to Bukayo Saka. Caught offside, claiming that Arsenal have already held talks over his signing. 14 goals and 14 assists last season, and PSV won around about £50 million. Arsenal, of course, are going to want to get that fee down lower. But one to watch definitely if Arsenal are going to do some early business. Of course, he's still at the Euros at the moment with Belgium. What about Joan Garcia of Espanyol? We spoke about him yesterday. There are lots of publications going with it today saying that he's set to be the first signing of the summer for Arsenal. The goalkeeper is going to cost around about £20 million. That's his release clause. The news was broke by Gerard Romero, a journalist over there in Spain. He kept 11 clean sheets last year in 18 games for Espanyol, and it was sort of being spoken about that he was going to join Real Madrid, but it looks like, according to the rumours, that he's chosen to join Arsenal. The only sticking point with this one is that he's set to go to the Olympics with Spain. Of course, the Olympics going on this year over there in Paris and in France, and he's set to go to the Olympics with the Spanish national team. However, lots of reports today that he could be Arsenal's first signing of the summer. So let's keep an eye on that one. If he does come in, surely that means that Aaron Ramsdale is going to be moving in. I don't think this guy's coming in as a third keeper. Surely that means that Aaron Ramsdale is going to be on the move. But again, we won't get any movement on that until he comes back from the Euros as well. Now, another one that I spoke about yesterday was Riccardo Calafiori, Tutto Sport, who was saying with the rumour that Arsenal have joined the race to sign him. He's been brilliant at the Euros. Has looked really, really impressive. Was impressive for Bologna as well last season when Bologna ended up, surprisingly getting into the Champions League. Fabrizio Romano also reporting that Arsenal now showing a big interest in trying to sign him. Will this one happen? Again, it depends. What are they going to do with Jakub Kiwior, who we know is wanted in Italy by Juventus, by AC Milan. Of course, he used to play over in Italy with Spezia. Will he return back? And if so, then definitely Arsenal will be looking at centre-back options. But Calafiori is definitely under consideration. And this next guy is definitely under consideration because according to Sport, Arsenal have made an approach to Barcelona over Jules Kounde, the French centre-back. They're really interested in signing him. A couple of weeks ago, I spoke about it and said that, this was a rumour that Arsenal are interested in him. Obviously, a player of the highest quality. You've seen him playing for France at the Euros. He's looked really, really good. And the thing is, he's versatile. Another one of these versatile players, and we know Mikel Arteta loves them. He's got it in Ben White. He's got it in Tomiyasu. He's got it now in Jurrien Timber. Guys that can play not just, in one position, but anywhere across that back line. And Kounde's that. He can play as a centre-back. He can play as a right-back. He can play as a left-back as well. Very versatile, strong player, quick, can get up and down the wings, and would be a great signing. The only thing is, how much would Barcelona want? He joined Barcelona in 2022 for £42 million, so it's not going to be an easy deal to get done. However, we do know that Barcelona have been in a lot of financial trouble, well documented over the last couple of years, and they are reportedly having to sell one of 3 big players this summer to try and balance the books. So, going to be interesting to see what happens to Jules Kounde. But again, unlikely to see any movement on that until the end of France's European campaign. Another player at Barcelona that's interesting Arsenal is a youngster called Mikayil Faye. He's only 19, played for Barcelona's B team last season. But apparently he's looking more now to first team football. He's a centre-back, only 19 years of age. Again, one of these centre-backs that is versatile enough to play in multiple positions across that back line, and that appeals to Arsenal. Now, he was reportedly supposed to be going out on loan to Porto. He's supposed to be going to Porto on loan, but that loan deal has reportedly stalled. And Arsenal are sniffing around, looking to see if a deal can be done. Barcelona want around about £12 million for him if they're going to sell him, but they want to install a buyback clause into that contract if they sell him for 12 million. Arsenal definitely will not, go with no buyback clause. If they're going to buy him, it's just a straight buy. They're not willing to do any buyback clause. So that is a big sticking point right now for any potential deal. But Arsenal are interested in Mikayil Faye, the youngster from Barcelona. So let's see how that one develops out. Now, Adrien Rabiot, who of course is over there at the Euros at the moment with the French national team, looking good again, and in that central defence there for France. He is actually available in a couple of days' time. From the 1st of July, he's going to be available on a free contract. His contract at Juventus will expire. Juventus have been trying to do a deal with him to sign him onto a new 3-year contract, but apparently he's not happy with the wages that Juventus are offering him, and he is available this summer, come the 1st of July, if a deal cannot be struck. Of course, that then interests a lot of clubs, despite him being 29 years of age, a very, very experienced player, as I said, doing it at the highest level. He's playing over there at the moment for France, still looking good. And Arsenal have apparently joined a three-way race to try and sign him. Manchester United have been really, really at the forefront of trying to get a deal done for Rabiot. And it's very attractive, as I said, because, it's just going to be wages. You don't have to pay a fee for him. Aston Villa are interested, and now Arsenal have joined the race as well. Going to be interesting where he ends up. I want to put it out there to you guys. Adrien Rabiot, would you like to see him at Arsenal? Listen, he's been linked with Arsenal, I think, for about the last 5-6 years. Literally every summer before he joins, especially before he joins any club. He's always been linked with Arsenal, but has never ended up here. Could Arsenal finally move in for Adrien Rabiot? Or for you as that boat sailed, and let's just forget about that and try and get somebody else. But let's see. Talking in the midfield, Sambi Lokonga, big reports yesterday linking him with a loan move to Seville. It was the Sevilla journalist, local journalist Maximo Ramirez, who broke this story saying that Sevilla have reached a loan agreement for Sambi Lokonga. There's a lot of talk that loan agreement includes Sevilla paying all of his wages. He's paying his wages in full. He's said to be on a salary of around about 2.5 million a year. However, Arsenal want to put a clause into that loan deal that Sevilla have to buy him at the end of the loan. Now, we don't, a deal's not been struck yet. We don't know if that's a sticking point on the deal. Sevilla are not a team flush with money, that's for sure. But they want that option in their Arsenal, that option that, they have to buy him at the end of that loan deal. So not done yet, but let's keep an eye on that one to see if Sambi Lokonga, who just hasn't hit it off at Arsenal, even though despite he had a great loan move last season at Luton, really did well, if that deal materialises and he ends up in Seville. Emile Smith-Rowe as well. A lot of reports yesterday saying that apparently he's going to ask to leave Arsenal. There's been a lot of doubts around it. Are they going to keep him? Are they going to move him on? Great player, but he's been blighted with injuries over the last few seasons. Has really struggled to get back into Arsenal's side. And lots of teams showing an interest. Fulham, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, and there's more teams that would like to sign him. Arsenal going to hold out for at least £30 million for his signature. Of course, a homegrown talent would go down on the books as pure profit. Always good when you're battling against these PSR rules. But certainly starting to look like Emile Smith-Rowe will move on this summer. And we've been linked with a lot of midfield players as well. So it could be time up for a player that's been really, really good for Arsenal when he's been fit, and that's Emile Smith-Rowe. So those are the rumours for today. Let me know in the comments below what you think of some of those rumours. And I'm asking that question again. Adrien Rabiot, would you like to see him at Arsenal, or is that boat sailed? Thanks for watching the show today, and I'll see you tomorrow.